Hey everyone, Cassie here with Kenra Professional, and I am very excited because today we're gonna do a big makeover. We're going to do a short cropped bob with a lot of layers. Erica, are you ready for your big makeover?
I am.
We're ready, let's get started. Fresh from the shampoo bowl, we use the thickening shampoo and the thickening conditioner. Now I'm going to use our Pearl Detangler on her. Love this. This is a great primer for a haircut. It makes the hair so soft, so workable, and it's great when you're doing a razor cut because you really want something that you can comb through very easily. The razor will glide through very easily, and that's what I love about this. Oh yeah, and it smells delicious too. When I'm sectioning the hair, I like to make sure that the hair is combed all the way back. It helps give me a really clean way to get a nice profile parting. So my first section, I'm just gonna comb her all back, just like this. And I'm gonna find her middle part and I'm gonna create a nice profile parting. Now that I have her combed this direction, it's gonna make it really easy when I take my next parts because I'm gonna be working in horizontals. My first section is just gonna be the occipital and below. So this whole nape area is gonna be my first section I'm gonna cut. So our first section is going to start in the middle back, and I'm going to be using her natural head shape to guide my sections. I'm gonna be working in the middle over to one side, and then again from the middle over to the other side. And I'm gonna be using a razor. What I love about using a razor is that it's going to give me a great texture to her hair. She's got very straight hair, but this is really gonna release some texture and give her a lot of movement. So next section I'm taking, again, straight from the head, following the head shape, taking a guide from just the previous section, but 90 degrees from the head. So as you can see, as we start cutting her hair's fine. Finer hair is going to dry faster as you're working through it. So if you ever at any time hear or feel the razor pulling or hear the razor making a lot of noise as you're working, you probably have hair that's too dry. So always make sure that you have a water bottle handy so that you can keep wetting the areas that you're working in, making sure that it's wet enough so that you're getting a nice clean razor cut. So now I'm gonna cross-check it by just lifting up those areas and making sure that we have a nice rounded line working its way through. Now that I have the bottom section completed in the nape area, I've created a graduation throughout here. Now that that's complete, I'm gonna go in and shape up the hairline and get it to the length that I want. So I'm gonna leave that pretty loose, just like this. Then if I decide to, at the end, come in and detail that, I can do that once it's finished and once it's dry. Next section, I'm going to work at the parietal ridge as my guide here. And I'm just going to take it all the way around and drop that down. So the next section I'm gonna take is gonna be working in a horseshoe shaped section just at her parietal ridge, working all the way around. So just like we did in the prior sections where we worked in the occipital, we started in the middle and worked our way around the head, 90 degrees from the head as we worked our way around. I'm gonna do the same thing in this middle section. So again, just T to the part, 90 degrees from the head shape in a traveling guide, working all the way around the head. So you can see the shape already kind of forming, starting to follow the head shape really nicely. And again, because we're using the razor, we're starting to see some of her natural texture really take shape. Now that I'm at the ear section, I don't have my underneath to rely on as a guide, but also too, I want to preserve just a little bit of length through the front section here. So prior to that, working in the back, I was taking my cutting section 90 degrees from where it lived, right? So I was bringing it straight out from where it lived and bringing my guide forward to meet it. Now, everything from the ear forward, I'm bringing out and pulling back to my guide 90 degrees. we finished the back and the sides. I'm actually already super excited about how it's turning out. And now we're gonna head into the top section. So I'm gonna go ahead and re-wet this because it has dried out a little bit. And again, having the hair wet is super important to razor cutting. So first things first, I'm actually going to start with the middle part and just separate it side to side. So I'm gonna work in the back section first. So I'm going to split the hair from ear to ear just to separate the front from the back. She doesn't have a whole lot of hair to cut in the back, and I'm gonna be working, just connecting the top to the back in a pivoting section all the way through. So now we've completed the layers. Now I'm gonna come in and work on her fringe compartment. So we're gonna open up her face and show off those beautiful eyes. Now that we have her completed with her layers, I'm going to work in her fringe compartment. I'm taking a middle part, I'm gonna work off of that, taking a section from each side to, again, open up and do some face framing. Now they're a little long right now, so once it's completely dry, I'll go in and do a little detailing if I need to, but I'm gonna do one more little trick, and that's to give her a lot of texture in this fringe compartment. Make it really modern. Separate that front. I'm gonna take that fringe compartment like this. I'm gonna weave my comb or my razor in and out and just take out a little bit of the back side of that. And that's gonna give her a lot of pieciness in that fringe area, which will be great and super cute with this type of cut. So now that her haircut's complete, I'm gonna take a look at it dry. I'm using the Texturizing Mist as a spray in her hair just to give it a little bit of texture, really bring out all of that pieciness and fun that we just put in with the razor cut. So we are finished. I love this big transformation. Erica, what do you think?
I love it. It's super cute.
Yes, we hope you liked it too. If you did, let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Kenra Professional for more YouTube tutorials like this.